Well, greetings. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of a prenuptial agreement. So this one is for the fellas, although I suppose maybe a woman could come up with a prenuptial agreement. But honestly, a prenuptial agreement protects men because the divorce courts chew men up and spit them out. There's a real problem with feminism in America today, and feminism is sponsored by the you-know-whos. It's pretty much a satanic force designed to upset and destroy the nuclear family in the West, and to destabilize trust-based nations like the United States of America, Australia, and Britain. I should say England, or Terra Australis, because those are their natural names. Britain is more like a corporate entity, and so is the United Kingdom. But anyway, I don't want to traipse down governmental and law-based things, but the important thing about marriage today is that, number one, it's a huge industry. Wedding planners and all this jazz, they make a lot of money on the front end, but the divorce courts, they're the ones that pillage on the back end. And attorneys, never hire an attorney. If you take nothing else away from this video, never hire an attorney, because an attorney can't defend you as well as you can defend yourself. You know your case better than they do. But the main thing is that attorneys work for the dead. They attorney for the dead, and by hiring one, you admit that you're dead, and you let them take control of your body. So that's not what you want to do. But they prosper off of pain and derision and division. That's what they do. They create controversy, and if you hire an attorney, what's going to happen, generally what happens is, in a marriage, the husband maybe will get complacent, or he will get so tied up into work, and his wife will start henpecking him, and he'll start to avoid the home because, his wife, whom he loved at one point, has kind of turned into maybe this little 200-pound tyrant. And especially if she's working, if she's in the workaday world, yeah, that's tough. I mean, because she's going to be getting all of this stress, and she's going to come home and often take it out on the husband. So, plus, on top of that, you have all of the femme-centric and anti-family programming that's on television. So if you have a television in your house, as I always say, take your TV, throw it in the trash, smash it first, make sure that nobody else uses it. If you have a TV in your house, you're letting in the satanic force. Don't do that. But so you have all these programmings that come to the woman, and women are more susceptible to programming. Women are more open to demonic possession than are men, because they're more feeling-based individuals. Men are more reason-based. And what will happen is women will get into a marriage, and if they decide they want to get out, they'll often have everything planned out and decided on long before they even tell their husband that they want a divorce. And what normally happens is the husband goes into a tailspin. He's devastated by the divorce, and he's often reduced financially. So it's a huge traumatic event. Not to even mention what happens to the kids, but all of this is designed because these satanic families, they want kids for their satanic rituals, or they want kids for their their adrenochrome production. They want unplanned pregnancies. They want aborted fetuses so that they can just churn them into their mills of slaughter and destruction. These satanic forces are out there. I'm sorry to burst your bubble or sound like a conspiracy, you know what, but I would consider myself a conspiracy realist, not the other type of conspiracy. So this is why if you are a man, you should get a prenuptial agreement. Number one, approach marriage through courtship. Make sure that your relationship is based on friendship and soul unity first, and then on the sexual attraction second. And also, make sure that you explain it to your fiance or to your girlfriend before you even ask her. Say, look, it's important to do a prenuptial agreement because it's not that I don't trust you, and I don't want you to be in this relationship if you don't want to be in it. You're free to go and do whatever you want outside of it. But I don't trust attorneys, and they are going to try to manipulate you to suck as much money out of my estate as they can. And my estate will be your estate as well. And I can manage that estate better than anyone else. So if you want to, pursue a relationship with me, we're going to have to do a prenuptial agreement. And then you structure that prenuptial agreement however you like. Certainly explain it to her that, look, the prenuptial agreement is not designed so that you don't get anything. You will certainly get something, and we will define that in the prenuptial agreement, but it's not going to be like some major windfall for you, and you'll never have to work again or whatever. It's just, you explain it to her. It's the attorneys who will use you against me, and they will extract money from you and me. So the prenuptial agreement will protect you from all that. And remind her, again, you can leave the relationship, you can leave the marriage, do whatever you want. I would suggest that you don't try to get remarried and try to find someone else to complete you, because then you're going to become an adulteress. And there's millions and millions of single mothers out there who are nothing more than adulteresses. And anyway, I'm digressing into another topic. So that's how you explain the prenuptial agreement. I personally, the main factor of my prenuptial agreement would be, you will get 30% of whatever I bring in, plus maybe 30% of the estate. But all children, all of our children stay with me. If you leave this marriage, you go out alone, and that's bar none. Because for me, I could have cared a rat's patoot about all of the quote unquote money I lost. Because if you've researched money today, we don't have money in America and most of the Western world. If you have a friendly little central bank in your nation, guess what? You don't have real money. You have currency that's owned by private banking interests, and they don't care about you. They are the satanic force that wants to subjugate you forever. So, this is why you do a prenuptial agreement, to protect your children. That's the main thing. So, statistics show that children fare better when they grow up with their father. So make sure, my brother, to get a prenuptial agreement. Make sure to stipulate that if she leaves the marriage, she goes out alone and the children stay with you. She agrees to this beforehand. Now, I know people are going to say, oh, a good attorney can rip up a prenuptial agreement. Don't even make it a prenuptial agreement. Make it a covenant, a prenuptial covenant. So it has the woman, the man, and God. And it is a contract. It's more than a contract. It's a covenant. It's a promise. It says, I will stick with you through thick and thin. However, if for some reason I have to leave, this is how it will work. This is how it will go down. So that's it for this video. I know this is a little bit of a tough topic, but hopefully you got something valuable from it. Please, if you did like it, subscribe. If you have a question or comment, post it below. I'll do my best to reply. However, I am pretty busy, so I may not. Don't take it personal if I don't. And one last thing I would like to recommend is, if you're single, you haven't been married, you're maybe scared about it, not sure how to approach it, please get my book, The Sex Education You Never Received. It's available at beyond-dating.com. Please visit beyond-dating.com. Beyond Dating, it's a great website, and it's a great book. You'll benefit from it. You'll have the opportunity to check out all of my books there as well. So that's it for this video. As always, the light in me honors the light in you. Peace.